In the last episode, every service just pulled a ready-made image. Jinx, Postgres, you name them and Docker downloads them. Those images live on registries like Docker Hub. But your own app is not sitting on any registry. There is nothing to pull. You have to build the image yourself. And the recipe for building it has a name, the Dockerfile. A Dockerfile is just a list of steps, read top to bottom. It starts from a base image. Here, a small node image. WORKDIR sets the folder everything runs in. Copy brings your package file in. Run runs a command at build time. Here, install the dependencies. Then copy the rest of your code in. And cmd is the command the container runs when it starts. Now watch what the build actually makes. Each instruction adds one layer, stacked on the one before it. WORKDIR is tiny, really just a note about where to work. Copy the package file, a small layer. Install dependencies, a much bigger one. Copy your source on top. Stack them up and that is your image. Layers all the way down. So that is the image, a stack of read-only layers. Read-only is the key phrase. The image itself never changes. When you run it, the container does not copy all of that. It just adds one thin, writable layer on top. Anything the app writes lives there and nowhere else. Run it again, and a second container shares the same layers below. Only its top layer is its own. Change nothing and run the build a second time. Docker walks the layers from the bottom up. Base image, unchanged, cached and reused instantly. Package file and install unchanged, cached too. Your source, unchanged, cached. The second build does almost no work. That is the layer cache. Here is why the order of your steps matters so much. You change one line of source code and rebuild. Everything below your code is untouched. The base and your installed dependencies. That heavy install layer, still cached, skipped entirely. Only the top layer, your code, has to rebuild. Fast. That is the trick. Copy and install dependencies before your code. Code changes often, dependencies rarely. 2 commands and you are done. Build with a tag so you can call it by name later. The dot at the end is the build context. The folder Docker is allowed to see. Then run it, mapping a port exactly like episode 1. Your own app, now a real image running in a container. Build it once. Run it anywhere Docker runs. So, the mental model for building images. An image is a stack of read-only layers. A Dockerfile builds that stack one layer per step. The cache reuses every layer that did not change. So put what changes least at the bottom and what changes most on top. Do that and your builds stay fast as the app grows.